Welcome back, my amazing artists. So today I'm going to introduce you to one of my favorite holiday traditions, the Nutcracker. So the Nutcracker was invented in Germany, and it is a decorative piece of art, meaning that it's nice to look at. They come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors, but it's also functional, which means that it has a job to do. So a Nutcracker, if you put a nut inside his mouth, you can actually crack it. And so they usually come out around this time at Christmas to help decorate the house. And some believe that they actually protect the house. So that's why you will often see them as soldiers or kings or queens or someone important. So one guy named Tchaikovsky loved these nutcrackers, and he said, I want to write a story. And so he wrote a ballet all about the Nutcracker. And a ballet is basically a story that is told through dance. So we're going to watch and learn the story of the Nutcracker.
Mr. and Mrs. Silverhouse, Clara's parents, were having a big party on Christmas Eve. All her friends were invited, and Clara was having a fun time. They were dancing and waiting for their Uncle Drosselmeyer, a toy maker and generally mysterious gentleman. The children loved having him over because he always brought really great gifts. When he arrived, he presented life-size dancing dolls to entertain everyone. He gave Clara a wooden nutcracker in the shape of a military soldier. Then he gave Fritz, Clara's little brother, a stuffed mouse. Fritz wanted the nutcracker too, and it broke as he tried to take it from his sister. Later that night, after the party was over and everyone had gone home, Clara came back downstairs to look for her new toy. She found it, but was so tired, and laid down on the sofa and fell fast asleep. She woke up to find a battle in her living room. The Nutcracker and the Mouse Queen had a sword fight, and it looked like the mice were going to win. Clara distracted the Mouse Queen. She turned, and the Nutcracker was victorious. The Nutcracker turned into a handsome prince. He was very thankful, so he invited her to visit his home, the kingdom of candy canes and ice cream. On the way, she went through a flurry of snowflakes. When Clara arrived, she told everyone about the battle between the Nutcracker Prince and the evil Mouse Queen. All the people of the kingdom of candy canes and ice cream were thankful to have their Nutcracker Prince returned to them. She realized that it was all just a dream. Or was it?
So now that we know the story of the Nutcracker, we're going to make our own. So start thinking about what kind of Nutcracker you want to make. Are you going to make them traditional, like soldiers or army men? or maybe based on your favorite sports team, or your favorite hobby, or maybe just a silly creative one that you invent. All right, so I've got my supplies ready. I've got my white piece of paper, a pencil for drawing, and a scissors because we need a skinny piece of paper. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to fold our paper in half, line up the corners, and squish and push. Okay, that's going to make a nice fold. And I'm going to chop it off. Okay. So now I need to make 3 sections. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one side of my paper and fold it over. If I fold it all the way, that's only going to give me 2. So I want to fold it to right about here. Okay, and if you notice, this side is now the same as that side. So I'm going to squish and push and open that up. And now I'm going to do the same with the other side. And now I can use that line I just made to squish and push. So I have 1, 2, 3 sections. So what that does is it helps me lay out how I'm going to draw my Nutcracker. And so a Nutcracker is made up of basic geometric shapes. So that's what we're going to start drawing with. So I'm going to help you map out your Nutcracker by drawing the shapes with you, and then you can decorate it however you want. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a line where that first top line was. So now above that line, we are going to make a semicircle. Make sure we don't make it too big because we want to fit like a hat or a crown up there. All right, next we're going to make a rectangle for the body. Okay, and then off the side of that, I'm going to make a rectangle and a rectangle for my arms. And circles for the hands. Now, if you want a waist like I did, that's easy to do. And just draw 1 triangle, 2 triangles. And that's where the belt is going to go. All right, let's make some legs. So 1 rectangle, 2 rectangles. And then feet would be ovals. Right. And now the face. So in the middle, we're going to give him a nose, which is usually like a triangle shape. Eyes, you can choose to do them however you want. You can do maybe some circle eyes, or like I did was like a semicircle. Your choice, however you want. So that line that we started with, that's going to be the middle of his mouth. So make a square. And then you can draw some teeth. You can do it that way, or maybe some straight lines. That's fine. And now the rest is up to you. So what kind of hat do you want to make? Well, I am going to give you a cheat sheet on all different types of nutcrackers. So you could do, I don't know, I could do a simple one. Maybe I kind of like this guy. So if I did just a straight rectangle and then do a zigzag line for his crown, that was cool. Don't forget we needed a mustache and a beard. Okay. Some hair. Now we can dress up his uniform. Maybe I want to do some boots. This will be the top of the boots. Maybe some buttons. Do like an army design. Give him some medals. Okay, so this is where your creativity comes in. All right, so draw your Nutcracker. And then what I would suggest is to Sharpie your Nutcracker to make it stand out. And then you can choose how you want to color it. Do you want to paint it? Do you want to use markers? Do you want to use colored pencils, crayons? That is all up to you. All right, I'm going to keep going on mine, and I will show it to you when I am done. All right, so here is my finished Nutcracker. I decided to paint him with watercolor, but again, you could use, I used colored pencil on this one. You can use markers, you can use crayon. That's up to you. Okay, so you could actually be done and hang this on the wall, or if you want to do something really fun, you can actually make it stand up like a real Nutcracker by using a paper towel roll and some glue. I'll show you right now how to do that too. Okay, so to make them stand up, what you're going to do is you are basically going to just glue right down the middle of your paper and stick a paper towel on. Okay, I decided I wanted to try to make mine look a little more realistic, so I cut off the background paper to make it look more realistic. So flip it over and put some glue right down the middle. Nope, we're not. Okay, now stick my paper towel. You want to make sure the bottom you line up with the paper. All right, maybe even curve it a little bit, make it more 3D shaped. Let it dry. And now my Nutcracker can stand up. All right, so I hope you enjoyed learning all about the Nutcracker, and I cannot wait to see what you come up with. All right, I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.